Hello, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Time it's pretty much late night. It's around 3:30. Just finished my sahur, sehri, and took shower and everything. Yesterday, whole day was under the weather a little bit, and it was a pretty depressing day as well. So I tried to like rest it out and everything. So I'm feeling better than last 2 days. Okay. So as you can see, I'm back with another Ahmed Al Maghribi fragrance, and this fragrance is called Brulee. Okay, this is a fragrance which I recently got, but I'm not sure like how recent it is or how new it is. But I have seen few reviews. So this is a take perhaps on a fragrance from House of PDM, Parfum I think Althair. And Althair is a very popular fragrance. Comes in that brown bottle, and I think that one has notes like cinnamon, cardamom, orange blossom, bergamot, bourbon vanilla, LME, praline, musk, ambroxan, kayak oud, tonka bean, and candled almond. Okay, so this is the bottle, the originator. So if you have seen reviews, if you ever tried it, because you know like this fragrance is not cheap, so good alternative to this would be great. Previously I covered also liquid brun or liquid brun. This was in my book like 9 or 10, like that good French Avenue fragrance world, right? That one is already very good. I'm wearing that in my right hand, and the left hand I'm wearing the Ahmed Al Maghribi. So they are cloning the same fragrance, but they have their differences. Price point is exactly same. I'll give you side by side comparison. Okay, and I tried the original as well, so I'll let you know if this one is worth it. Okay, and then other stuff as well. So this one, few days back I covered this one from the same line, which was called Tiff Tiff. I think 2-3 days back. This was a beautiful fragrance as well. But this one, the Brulee, is someone said more interesting. That's why I got it. So first part presentation is this huge box, and I always say huge boxes I'm not very big fan of unless they hold a very giant bottle or something. This box, I just give you the comparison. Okay, you see the bottle, you can fit literally like this, four, if I'm not mistaken, at least 3 bottles easily. Even if you put one, it's like easily 4 bottles. Okay, so these are too big of presentation. Look nice, but because of the presentation they cost $10 more. These are $35 in Bangladesh. Not super expensive, just like the Tiff Tiff is just $35. Could have been 25. That's what I say. Okay, so Ahmed Al Maghribi is one of my favorite houses. They make some impressive perfumes. I think I covered so far until now 16, 15, like that, or maybe more or less like that around. And I actually am loving this house a lot. They have quite a few surprise packages, very good quality fragrances. Okay, Latani is my favorite right now. Okay, the second part is I love these presentations. These are okay, sorry, wrong. Okay, like this. Okay, these are very massive but solid cardboard, not cardboard, these are like hard boxes. Okay, I don't know what is it called, but this is nice. Okay, so you see the detailing. Okay, and the bottle stays inside. It looks like Middle Eastern Arabian oud or some more expensive Ibrahim Al Qureshi, this kind of posh houses where they give very expensive looking presentation. Very, very good. So I like that. And this fragrance is 100 ml EDP concentration, I believe. Yeah. So basically, yeah, the bottle stays in there. You can just pull this thing, the string, whatever you call this thing. In Malaysia, called tali, So, and then the bottle will come up. A pretty neat presentation, just way too big for the small bottle like this, but I really, really like this bottle design. This one looks like root beer color, amber brown color bottle. Looks very nice, and I really like this vintage sort of lines. I take my time. Okay, if you do not like, you can skip through and go to the real review. I mean the full review, but this one gives this nice presentation. It says Ahmed Al Maghribi, and then like their logo and all that, the name here, all. So the juice color, I don't know if it's brown also, but the bottle is brown. Okay, and the base is the sticker. So let me show you. The cap has some weight. I think it's metal plus plastic. Atomizer is okay, not bad. Pressure atomizer. Okay, so let's spray some. Okay, it's pretty good atomizer actually, to be honest. 8.5 for the sprayer. So let that settle down, and let me tell you, Altair, when I tried it, I really, really want to get it. Okay, I'll not lie to you. Many people who say Parfum de Marly, they are now way too expensive, overhyped, and some of the fragrances are designer in niche bottles. So they are basically like overhyped and then overpriced. This is what is the general view of reviewers nowadays. And I'm pretty sure in Bangladesh, the hype of Parfum de Marly, my country, is sort of cooling off a bit or dying down, because I do not see that many people purchasing. Like before, I used to purchase, I had about 10 or 12 PDMs, but nowadays I have only maybe one or two, and they're also nearing to finish. Okay. So PDM, I'll tell you one thing before I start the review. Parfum de Marly is one of my favorite houses. We could get these fragrances like testers for around $150 in Bangladesh at one time. And that price point, everybody used to buy it, like Nishane, Mansera, this used to be, sorry, within the budget. But recently, due to inflation, all the perfume prices went high, and especially the niche ones, they jumped like $100 on the top of usual prices. Let's say 150 now became 250 after discount. Before discount is $350. So these price points, Altair, Greenlee, Sedley, whatever is my favorite, I'm not going to do it. Even Amouage, even like few houses like MFK, because I know Killians, I bought them for cheaper, under 200. So if it's above 250, 350 is not really doing any favors to us or themselves. So yeah, prices have gone high. So in that perspective, something a dupe or clone or replacement, these are very helpful. So like, how's this one? First of all, on its own, let me give a review. On my skin and clothes combined, the performance was pretty impressive. I got around 6 to 7 hours of longevity. I could smell it. Even if I hang the shirt, next day I can smell it, but very light at that point. It's not like few days worth like longevity, but the projection on this is less compared to liquid brown. Okay. I'll just give you side by side. Okay. They are different in terms of smell. In the opening, they have some differences. Okay. But if you ask me overall, the French Avenue, I'll just let me dismiss it here. This is a much more stronger perfume. And I think personally, this is more wearable and this is less complex and closer to Altair compared to the Ahmed Al Maghribi. Ahmed Al Maghribi added some own touches, and that's why it's different. So if you should have both, I'll let you know in the end. But overall, I prefer this one out of these two. So they are the same price range. Liquid brown comes under 35 to 40. This is like $35. So maybe $1 or $2 difference. But overall, French Avenue, I like their perfume better. Okay, so this one, it gives you that projection about 1.5 hour standard. Ahmed Al Maghribi's many fragrances are kind of transparent, like Amiri, they have what the other ones, the Freshies, the Aqua Woods, the most of the perfumes, they are not really like super loud. Okay, like Marge is a different case. So this is not the kind of performer Marge is. The oil concentration is good, longevity is good, but the projection, it's like 1.5 hour. So people can smell you, I can smell me. But overall, I would say performance, like average, it's 8 out of 10. Okay, so it's 8 out of 10 solid performer. Okay, for the price, it, some people may say it could perform like liquid brown. It's okay, like you can buy that as an alternative, no problem. So now coming to the season, I think this fragrance is a little bit heavy. Altair, as I told you, the notes, the brulee, like not the brulee, like the name is brulee here, but the original Altair, it has that salty caramel, vanilla, musky, and then on the top there's like a ginger, like kind of mild spice, like a spiced latte, if you ever had those. So there's a spice pumpkin latte, or they sprinkle some cinnamon top of the coffee, gives that beautiful aroma, like woody. The cinnamon sometimes, they have that, because cinnamon sticks are kind of like woody, the skin of a plant, right, or a tree. So this liquid brown also gives that feel, but very polished. Okay, but for the price, it's way overpriced. Okay, so if you can get it under $200, get that. But more than $200 at retail, it's not worth it. So coming to this one is a little bit different. I think instead of the, like what did I say, ginger, right? This one used some sort of like sorry, instead of cinnamon, this one used ginger. Okay, so this is a little bit more spicy. Okay, one thing, definitely also has that vanilla smell. This perhaps is a bit warm, warm scent. I would say very beautiful opening. And out of these two, I prefer liquid brown, but this one is a little bit different in the terms of the opening. And if you do not know what they are, you'll not be able to distinguish like one from the other. So I like that. The ginger is pretty nice. It's like a gingerbread cookies and stuff. It has this warmth, but the spices don't really spice it up that much. Like you would think, oh, it's a very spicy. The ginger cinnamon is like very spicy. This is kind of like a warm, mild sweet, and then mild spicy opening. Very beautiful. And the other notes that from Altair, I think I picked from this is, let me see. the almond, the LME, the vanilla. Yeah, very big player is vanilla, but the vanilla is paired up with oud. And I think more than liquid brown or even Altair, this one contains more oud elements on the base or throughout the fragrance, more so than other two. So this makes it a little bit more, Middle Eastern-ish or esque type. Okay, so that point, I think this is more formal than Altair, even more formal than liquid brun, and you can absolutely wear this at work. Okay, just don't drench yourself in this, because when you start sweating in a summer's day, this will turn very, very, very spicy and choking for yourself. Okay, so this is the smell. I imagine being in Starbucks or Coffee Bean, in coffee places where they have the spiced lattes, and year end, if you, let's say, how does a Christmas, Halloween, uh, winter time, Christmas time, this would be a perfect warm fragrance to stay indoors and use. You'll get good performance, but it doesn't really jump out off of my skin. So that is why I would say a little bit it falls behind the liquid brown. Great fragrance. I will tell you, great value fragrance, but I would suggest to this house, instead of making a big packaging, make this fragrance in a small box, give it for 25. This will be an easy winner out of these two. Okay, just for the value. You don't need both, honestly speaking, but out of the two, if you, at this current moment, out of the budget, same budget, I would say liquid brown is better. Okay, I love this. I need to get a backup bottle. This is my most favorite from the line. Also the Coco Morado, which is good. This fragrance is good. Also, I used a little bit in the last days of winter. And then they have Oud Maracuja or Maracuya's dupe, which was good, the blue one, but I couldn't pull it off. So if this was $25, within $30, this would be an easy champ, and I would recommend it before Altair, before liquid brown. But this one comes second in terms of value, obviously, because the performance wise, this one lacks a little bit, and it's like less sweet, So this is, the balance is like exactly the same level. Liquid brown, the sweetness is a little bit above the sugary notes, and then you get those spicy notes, and then you get the vanilla, like there's a hierarchy, right? This one, no such thing. This one's like all the notes are mashed well together. You get that one smell at the base. You get that nice little cinnamon, vanilla, and the woody combo. Okay, and the elemi raisin. So great fragrance, not for everybody. Must try before you buy. And I think this one, the price, they're okay. I mean, like, I'm not saying they're doing any injustice. Okay, I'm not bashing them for, oh, this is way overpriced. No, just that unnecessary big boxes you just don't need. And then if this is $30, even like $25 to $30, this would get something like a 9 out of 10. But because of the performance and the price versus what you get and stuff, this one is getting like 8, solid 8. Okay, solid fragrance, no doubt about it. But if you have liquid brown, this would be in a way redundant. You don't need both. Okay, so there you go. That's the review. Thanks so much for watching. Let's do a second video, then we'll upload this. Take care.